boy JT, opposite from the norm. Opposite from the norm. Um, I was watching this video on YouTube. The two brothers from Canada, Abba and Preach, and I can really appreciate this show because they be giving some strong points, and it's a healthy thing that I don't always agree with some of their points, but a lot of the points I can look at as interesting. So they was talking about this situation that happened with Terry Crews earlier this year. You know, we coming close to 2020, God willing, but I didn't see this one. I didn't know he was apologizing for everything. So let me start off read. Try to see if I can go past this. All right, hold on. What line? All right. It all started on February 24th of 2019 when Cruz criticized the New York Times opinion piece by human rights lawyer Derica Purnell titled "Why Does Obama Scold Black Boys?" In her piece, Purnell argues that the former president spends too much time finger wagging at black boys instead of encouraging them to dismantle the systems that oppress them. The Brooklyn Nine-Nine actor questioned whether Purnell, as a woman, was equipped to comment on how to raise successful young men. How would she know? Cruz tweeted, "You can speak with us, just not for us. There's a big difference." And where was it? Hold on, let me see. All right, here you go. And the second part, if a successful black man can't advise the black male youth of the next generation, who will? The streets. That's who. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to bring up about this, what bothers me is the fact that okay, you got no offense, this is just factual. What I see, you got black women and you got the LGBT community commenting on how to raise black men. Okay, I got a problem with that. The reason why I say that is because, okay, the black women that are raising these men, I can respect their opinion. You know what I mean? Because a lot of black women are unfortunately being left to raise a lot of men, a lot of young boys on their own. So they have a right to say something, especially if they're mothers. They have the right to say something. But the problem you find is every time a black man stands up to say something, he gets knocked down. Then now you got the LGBT people, or people of that community, I should say, trying to say that it's nothing wrong with two women or two men raising a child. Okay, this is the thing. Are y'all gonna be real about what's going on in society? Don't just scold society or go off your experience, or are y'all gonna keep it real and make sure that child has both energies around to be well balanced about how to deal with things in life? Because no offense, as you see gay males go through what they go through, and then you see a lot of other gay males that, especially nowadays, that swear up and down that they have the right to say what a black boy needs or a black girl needs. And it's like, be respectful to what's going on, especially in our black community. We trying to do the best that we can, and you have a lot of brothers. Now, Terry Crews kind of started getting on my nerves because he apologizing for everything. You want to slap D.L. Hughley, but you ain't slapped the white dude that was juggling your balls. Come on, bro. That's just stupid. Didn't want to talk about toxic masculinity. Anyways, but on this one, I'm with him. There's nothing wrong with black men standing up. Like, we keep hearing black women say black men need to stand up and do better. But then when a black man tries to stand up and say something to do better, he gets knocked down. And then he's not appreciated. And no offense, I don't want to hear that bullshit about, but women been through so much, that's why we act that way. Men just need to, no, you need to just shut up. Either you mean it or you don't. Because women will have this tendency, a lot of women have this tendency to deal with the wrong men in their life, end up having a bunch of kids by a bunch of deadbeat dudes who run off into the night and don't give a damn about them. And then when they do get with a good dude, they put the good dude through the bullshit. And it makes me sick to my stomach and make my stomach turn that a lot of women make this excuse as if it was just the men's fault. It's your fault too if you laid down with a dude and was being irresponsible, and then not making sure that you took your time, that this was going to be a decent guy that you could build your life with. But at the same time, I commend women who did the best they could to stay down and raise their children. I was raised by a single mother. I love my mother dearly. My mother is a grinder. Still to this day, my mom want to work and stuff. She a grinder. God bless her. But at the same time, unfortunately, saying this is no disrespect to her, but if I'm gonna say this about other black women, I have to say this about my mother. I love her dearly, but she should have been more careful about the man she dealt with. And I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Just like me, I got a son, and I thank God to be able to be in his life. But if it wasn't gonna work out for me and his mother, we shouldn't have had a child. We should have been more careful about that. And this is just the reality. But me being who I am, I try my best to be there for my son much as possible. Have open dialogue. Let him know I'm here for you whenever you want to talk. Because I don't want to. I grew up watching a lot of black men be a good example of what not to be, along with what's a good example to be like. But I always try to pay attention to the bad examples and try my best to stay away from that. And I still made mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? I didn't grow up having a father. The father that I could have had, God rest his soul, got killed in 1993. My godfather got killed in 1993. I was like 9 years old. And it hurts me because when I see a lot of people talking about what black men should do and they not black men, it pisses me off. Because it's like, you don't know how I feel. And then you have women trying to speak for us instead of letting us speak. And the sad thing is, man, you do need the masculine energy there, because you have a lot of young men that be basically emasculated when they raised by just women. And it's not the women's fault. It's not women's fault that, you know what I'm saying, they doing the best that they can. You know what I'm saying? Not every woman is a tomboy, that's a mother is a tomboy that's gonna get out there and play football with you and basketball with you. It's not that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's not their fault. But what I'm saying is, the way things break down and the way things happen with women that raise boys, they get a lot of feminine traits from them. And that's just the honest God truth. So if you take that as a disrespect versus men talking to other men and saying, listen, this is what's happened to our young men. We need them to be strong, man, because overall, let's keep it real. Black men, especially, men period, are supposed to be the protectors of their family. So when you see that a young boy is acting very feminine or have a lot of feminine traits, instead of being able to think logically on how to deal with certain things, they don't necessarily deal with things correctly all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for them to protect the family in a sense of being a backbone. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about fighting, but somebody that somebody can come and talk to, because you do have a lot of exceptions to the rules, and it's a blessing. But let's keep it real. Not all black men who are just raised by their mothers end up being able to have healthy conversations and dialogues, because a lot of times they might be a little too emotional. A lot of times they don't get held accountable the way they should, because a lot of times women are gonna kind of get to the point where they coddle a child, over nurture a child, and you know what I'm saying. But that's in the woman's nature. That's why man has to be there to balance it out. That's why it's good, like if you got an uncle, older brothers, or cousins or something, somebody to be around versus going to the street to get. And we got to keep it real, man. Brothers need to do better, but we need our women supporting the brothers who are trying to do better. Don't just always go in on somebody because they have their opinion about what it is to be a man, and saying that black men need to talk to black men. It ain't no disrespect in saying women can't raise men. Women been doing it. But at the same time, with all the things that affecting us as a people, until we really, really come together and support each other, it's gonna stay like this. And I'm so tired of this new age of gay people or the new age gay community. Because when I grew up, because I know some people that's gay that I love dearly. You know what I'm saying? We family, but they not this way where they think that they want to just keep attacking the fact that, oh, two people that same sex can raise a child so much better or just as good, and oh, two people, gay people that the other gay people knew that. The gay people I grew up knowing knew that it's important to have a father and a mother, or those two examples, or you know what I mean, like they knew that. They didn't put that on their children. Nowadays the younger gay generation is putting that on children, and that's the gay gender people are talking about. The younger generation, because it ain't the older gay community, it's the younger gay community coming up, where they think that, everything that they feel, they supposed to put it on everybody else. The older generation of the gay community that was coming up, from what I seen, was just trying to just live their life and leave me the fuck alone. I don't fuck with you, don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't saying it's bad to be progressive, but what I am saying, you have to be careful about that. You have to hold yourself accountable, and you have to make sure you understand what's going on. Everybody is not going to be the same as everybody. So it's just seeming like the problem is nowadays that too many people are trying to dig their nose in everybody else's business instead of being supportive. And I'm sorry, but when it comes to my people and me as a black man and trying to be there for black men and black families, that's what I'm going to do. If a motherfucker got a problem, that's your motherfucking business. Don't bring that shit at me, because I ain't the one. Trust me, I'm not the motherfucking one. I'm a grown man. I don't play that shit. I don't fuck with other people, and I'm not going to have other people fuck with what I'm trying to do in progressing. I've been doing this shit for years, working with young black youth. I've been doing this, especially young black men. I've been doing this shit for years. And what I'm not going to do is let a motherfucker who don't know me, don't help me, support me, help me in what I'm trying to do, tell me what the fuck I'm going to do. So for people like Terry Crews, stop fucking apologizing when you talking about being a black man. That man is a good black father and husband. You can see it. He just need to stop punking out when everybody go in on him. But then you mean to tell me when a black man says something to you, then you want to fight him? That's that punk shit. Stop that shit. That's that Sambo shit and tap dancing that shit. Stop doing that shit. Fuck a motherfucker. Straight up. So, y'all give me y'all opinions how you feel, man. Is it getting to a point where every time a black man says something, we just getting disrespected left and right? Like, damn. We're gonna come on more and coming soon, loves, when some changes. Y'all keep an eye out. It's your boy JTL, opposite from the norm. Like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe if this is your first time watching. We're going to get back at y'all with this real shit. That's all we're going to keep coming with.